dodged. But if he thinks I'm an illusion, why would he have to step around me?
Oh, brother. Why does this chick from school keep following?
Saiki! Hi!
Here she comes. The one thing this arrogant girl won't consider is that I'm ignoring her.
City boy! City boy!
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Trust me, daddy.
Boy, if you don't stop!
He called.
Him, bodies!
It's an evil world we live in.
Sensational. That's the word you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, sensational.
Hey, what is going on, my people? Hey, for today I got something a little special for you guys, an anime I've been waiting to cover for quite a while, so I decided why not now. We got Saiki K, aka the guy that solos Goku and Saitama, but I digress, so let's start this shit. Alright, check it. We start the anime with getting introduced with this dog that's about to get hit by a truck, but then out of nowhere that same truck ends up floating in the air. How did it do that? Oh, it's our boy Saiki. 16 years ago Saiki was born, and funny enough, bro was already speaking when he was 14 days old, then started walking in the air when he was only 1 month old, then started running his own errands when he was 1 year old. Bro, these be the kids that our parents compare us to, bro. This guy's a prodigy. Now he's a high schooler and pretty much can do anything he wants, but this isn't really the truth. Despite having all this power, there's a lot of downsides that comes with great power. Like for an example, he just got home and already his dad's telling him to open the door because he lost his key. But it was actually his mom who changed the locks, but hey, maybe she's just trying to express her compassion to her husband. But yeah, that's not the case. Shawty done gave bro a shoe with cooked rice inside of him. No. I know that shit smells. And wait, he even has to lick shoes when he's at work? Bro, what's going on there? Hey, W mom regardless, but it's kind of clear that Saiki's dad and mom are kind of having a fight right now. And oh shit, coffee jelly? W saved too. And bro, why is his mom even crashing out more? Funny enough, their parents are fighting for no reason, so now he's using his powers so they can read each other's minds by using telepathy. Looking at these two just embarrassed, bro, fighting for no reason, bro. Back in kindergarten, Saiki was actually undefeated in rock, paper, scissors, shoot, even his teacher losing. And wait, why is she trying to punch the kid now? You lost. Despite Saiki's powers being so great and powerful, there is still one person on this earth that he can't read their mind. And you'll think it's probably someone with powers like him, but that's actually not the case, in which we get introduced by a guy named Nendo. Bro, he looks like the type to shove people in lockers, bro, but surprisingly, he's quite the opposite, and he's actually a pretty chill dude. My name is Kaido at PK Academy, but that's actually my cover. I actually have a power called Black Beak, which dwells inside of my right arm, and the Dark Reunion are trying to take over my power in order to take control of the world.
Get the fuck out of here! That shit garbage!
It seems like a snake was let loose in the school, and off rip, Kaido is yapping about dark reunions behind this mess. And bro, who is Murder Dragoon's snake? And oh, it actually looked like it was just a small ass snake, and some kids were actually bullying it outside of school. And oh shit, it looks like they're bullying bro now. And shit, I won't even blame them. I'll bully him too. And oh now, what is Nendo doing? And despite all that, he actually protected her, and the snake was eventually defeated. But now he's acting like a total dickhead because now he thinks he actually has powers. Bro, you need to calm yourself. We meet this girl named Terahashi, and she's actually the most popular girl in school, who pretends like she's perfect, but in all reality, she's fake as hell. And then we see Saiki going about his day, being nonchalant as always, as she walks up to him, but of course, he's gonna ignore her because he knows deep down the only thing that she wants from him is attention, and for him to glaze her. He then sees Nendo and uses that time to escape from Terahashi's sight, but somehow accidentally teleporting to the top of a building? My fault, bro. And wait, now she's falling in love with bro? Dang, my fault, big bro. We see this super energetic dude named Haido, who acts like one of those dudes from the Muscle Improvement Club in Mob Psycho. Bro's actually one of those tryhards from gym class that goes super hard during that class just to smell like straight bounce that ass throughout the day, sweating like crazy too. We see that they're playing dodgeball for today, while Saiki's trying to find a way to get out of this game as soon as possible, but there's no face contact allowed, so he's still in. And bro, even Saiki knows if he goes try hard during gym class, bro, he actually might remove someone from the face of the earth. So he ends up throwing this super soft ball to Nendo, which obviously pisses everyone off. And oh shit, Nendo's actually tough at this shit. Okay, boy. And wait, hold on, it's not that deep. Oh shit, relax, bro. Why is his ass out? And bro, now his knee is busted wasted. Why is he going so try hard? Honestly, I kind of respect it. Which then leaves Saiki all by himself, but obviously he doesn't want to get out too quick because then the whole school will end up hating him. But if he wins, it will also gain him too much popularity. So he ends up using this likability meter in which he needs it to be around 50, so he ends up throwing a curveball, and oh shit, damn, that was just a curveball? And yeah, I know this guy cannot throw this shit, so we might as well just move on from this. And okay, it looks like he's throwing it to his teammate, and god damn, bro. And oh yeah, he's out. But wait, how did Heido get back in? And somehow they still won with Saiki's likability being shot up to 82, but then quickly drops down to 46. Damn. And wait, bro's actually forced to look at everyone like this? Oh nah. We then meet this girl who apparently has a huge crush on Saiki, even drawing him, even making up scenarios of them bumping into each other with papers all over the floor so their hands can touch. Bro, you know that boy Saiki too clean with it, bro. Even this plan failed too, bro. And this one, and this one, and this one. Bro, who is this? School's about to end, so she tries one more time since she doesn't have an umbrella. So to fix this, Saiki simply just changes the weather. Shit, even I can do that. We saw earlier that his parents finally made up, so now they want to share the room again. And is he good? And is he good again, bro? And bro, why are they acting like they did any sort of work, bro? And now they're complaining that the bed's blocking the door, so he moves it again. Just to find out it's blocking the closet door, so he moves it again. Just to find out it's blocking the door to even get out, so he moves it again. And yeah, honestly, I can't even be bothered with these guys at this point. Next morning is here, and we find out that the school's doing morning inspections, and we also find out a little more about Saiki's appearance, because obviously the first thing you notice just by looking at bro is his pink hair and the two antennas sticking out of his head. So to make sure he doesn't stand out, he ends up using mind control to make it that in this world, having different colored hair is actually normal. And bro, just hearing him say all of this was just insane, bro. He is way too broken. He really just rewrote that whole shit. We also find out that there's a few more things that he actually changed too. Notice how Nendo was able to heal so quickly? He ended up using mind control once again to make it that people heal a lot faster, with people also able to think at a faster pace too. And oh no, the hell going on here? Young one, you're so blinded by rage. You left yourself open. Goofy! While Saiki's walking home from school, he ends up seeing his magician that's expressing that Saiki will be surprised with this trick. But in all reality, he could easily see through that trick, so it didn't really amaze him that much. And wait, is that bird good? He does another trick, and that his lovely assistant is... okay. Apparently bro's gonna help him teleport from one box to the next box. But in all reality, it's just a homeless guy crawling on the ground. And bro, can we please check on the bird? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie with you. This is a lame ass musician. I don't know if it's because we're seeing it from Saiki's POV that we get to see what the actual trick looks like, but I'm not gonna lie, he's low-key a bum regardless, bro. Check up on the bird. He finally checks up on the bird, and thankfully it was good. We then learn a little bit about him, and pretty much he lost his job, became homeless, so he thought, shit, I might as well learn how to do magic. Even though he was offered another job, he still declined that offer. Dog, this is why your wife left you. And oh shit, it looks like Saiki's doing tricks too. Alright, let me see something. Oh nah! But it finally looks like bro gave up, but yeah, tough luck, bro. And wait, how is this guy on TV now? All of a sudden, this guy really went from doing tricks on the street to now being on TV doing whatever the fuck this is, bro. You know you can't get out of here. And he's gonna be handcuffed, bro. He might actually be cooked. And obviously, I don't know what the hell happened to homeless dude, but hey, it looked like bro got a little glow up. You feel me? Nice fit too, and he got a clean cut. But honestly, too much is going on. I'm starting to feel bad for bro. And dang, is bro alive? I'm feeling guilty. It looks like Saiki ended up going to find a way to help him anyways, but wait, that's what happened. But hey, I'm not even gonna lie, that was pretty smart, but it leaves Saiki with a difficult situation since he cannot teleport out of here until the 3 minutes are up. Bro really had to dislocate each bone in his body in order to survive whatever the hell this is, but now he gotta deal with this, and on fire too, and a speed too. But hey, because Saiki's to go, he ended up surviving each one of those scenarios, and so now he's gonna go back home to watch a show called Love Fantasy, but of course someone ruined it for him. Yeah. Saiki's in school now, and already Kaido is on his weird shit, walking to this door, and bro, what language are these people speaking? Who is this nerd? Apparently this guy is telling Kaido that he was a soldier back in Dark Reunion, and that he stole a stone, went rogue, and became a phantom, and now he entered this body? Nah, he's actually a tweaker. Okay. And you really want me to believe there's 4 other people in this room, bro? Who would believe this shit? And of course he's believing this shit. These guys are really talking about some Dark Reunion, found out about this room, bro. We now have to perform the forbidden spell. What are you doing? This is not Naruto with all those hand signs. But of course, in all reality, none of this shit's real. This guy was actually using Kaido and pranked him pretty easily. He just wanted Kaido to do his homework, and he was able to get all of his money and valuables from him. But of course, Saiki had to spin back to them. Nendo ended up going to Saiki's house so they can go to the beach, but obviously bro didn't want to go in the first place. But
You're
his
going
mom
to the
quickly
beach,
changed his
Kusuo.
decision. And of course, Kaido also got invited too, and already it's kind of clear that bro has never been to the beach before. He can't even swim. On top of that, the water's not even more than an inch. How are you struggling? We then see Nendo gassing himself up, saying that he can pull any girl he wants from the beach, and of course, he could not pull one single girl, bro, while Kaido was pulling with straight ease. Why are you scaring them, bro? Don't be an L-mans now just because you couldn't get any. All of a sudden, it looks like someone's drowning, so then Nendo went out to the water in order to help her, just for Kaido to follow him just to realize he can't swim. So then Saiki ends up helping each one of them get out of the water, and was able to help the girl too. And funny enough, the girl that he actually saved was the same one that called him ugly as fuck earlier. Bro tried to act all nonchalant, saying, oh, I don't want your number now, you already called me ugly. Like, bro, you're good. I don't think she was gonna give it anyways. And wait, I guess someone did fall in love with bro. Anyways, it looks like no one cares about Kaido's new look, as always, but it also looks like something's happening with Nendo. And oh no, what he got going on? Yeah, we might need to call the cops. In all reality, Nendo was going to visit his dad, who died from a bus, so he ends up bringing him flowers and cakes for him. And the only reason why he smiled when he saw that girl and her dad is just because he missed his own.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Apparently, some dude knows that Saiki's a psychic because he's also one himself. So to make sure this is true, Saiki ends up using one of his powers to find out the truth. And oh shit, he's actually already here. And his power is actually being able to see spirits, just to find out that there's actually a bunch of them in Saiki's room just because of how powerful bro is. We also find out that bro can only see and talk to spirits. He can't get rid of them. So yeah, it's kind of useless. And on top of that, we also get to learn a little bit about his early life. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was sad. Yeah, I don't know what he got going on. The only reason why he went to go see Saiki was just so Saiki could teach him all the powers that he can use so he can get rich and get girls. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's a tweaker. And damn, now he's in the school too, and bro's already popular too. We find out that bro was going around the school telling everyone about their guardian spirits, and we also find out that Kaido's guardian spirit is some cold ass shit. And then we move on to Kaido's guardian spirit, and yeah, you already know that's gonna be lame as hell too, with Nendo's shit being damn, he got ego. And wait a minute, okay, I think I know what's going on. Apparently Tariska's guardian spirit is actually Nendo's dad, and bro, you could just see the pain in bro's eyes, bro. He's struggling with him. Later on, we end up seeing Kaido, and this guy's just giving me Rengoku vibes, bro. Just look at him, help her normally. He ends up talking to Saiki, asking him if he can give him a hand after school, just to find out that the whole thing he had going on was already ruined. And of course, knowing this guy, he is not gonna give up in the slightest. And bro, where is he? Bro, he really can't give up. But thankfully, it looks like the rest of the school actually want to help him. And bro, why is his butt always in the frame? Back up. Fast forward a bit, we end up seeing Saiki's parents is going to a wedding, so it leaves him home alone. And before he can actually relax, he decided, you know what, I might as well clean up the place a little bit, just to find out they got oh no. Damn, he really teleported all the way to Texas when he saw that shit. And honestly, I don't blame him. I'll do the same too. Because bro, why does he have cockroaches in the first place, bro? I'm convinced his parents aren't cleaning shit. He ends up teleporting back because his mom told him that a package is going to be delivered, so he needs him to get it from the front door. Just to find out when the doorbell rings that it's just Nendo outside. But then he has a bright idea. He ends up using Nendo to kill the bugs just for him to smack the shit out of it with his bare hands, bro. That is disgusting. We see that the same girl that was liking Saiki in the earlier episodes is now liking him again, despite her having her own boyfriend. And the only reason why she's switching up is because, bro, deep down, she did not fuck with bro to begin with, and she doesn't even want to hang out with him anymore. But obviously, because Saiki doesn't want to deal with her problems, he ends up trying to find a way to improve their relationship. And at first, he was being a double wingman, just for bro to ruin it with ease. Yeah, you should not be in a relationship, bro. Finally, the sports festival is here, and of course, our goat didn't want to go because that shit lame as hell. He knows he can win in anything, but sadly, his parents made him go.
Wait, that guy's running?
Kaido's up next.
On your mark!
I am the wind.
I am shooting the gale!
What a bum!
And bro, who is this guy? Nendo ends up beginning his event, in which it's a scavenger hunt, just to find out it's actually one of Saiki's antennas. And bro, the moment he took that shit out of his head, bro just passed out. And now the space station's going crazy? And what village is this? And bro, time and time again, I get so confused on how strong Saiki is, bro. What do you mean the doomsday scenario? So because Nendo ended up taking out one of his antennas, Saiki wasn't able to control himself anymore. He couldn't even teleport back home too now. And god dang, bro, what is wrong with this guy? One of the other classes ended up cheating for one of the events. So for the last one, they ended up using Saiki as the anchor for the relay race. These two bums slow as hell, but we obviously knew this was gonna be the case. And then we see Nendo's freaky ass walk, but hey, it was working. And then we see Terahashi fueling up her ego, but finally we get to Haido. And of course, how did he already fall down, bro? And oh nah, he tripped him? And oh shit, that pissed off Saiki all the way, bro. He's on that timing now. And damn. Yeah, I think he forgot he couldn't control his powers. And damn, they really got those buzz cuts. The next day is here and they end up doing a practice fire drill, and everything was going right up until the moment when they messed up the shuttle. On top of that, we also learned that Saiki has saved this time and time again. Even when this whole shit happened, he was able to stop it until it became an actual threat. W Saiki. As Saiki's going food shopping, he ends up seeing coffee jelly, in which he has to pick between the small coffee jellies or get the big ones. And obviously, it's kind of apparent up to this point, bro really loves them shits, and I don't even blame him. Bro really got the most expensive one, and as a fellow big bag, yes, me and you, we're big bags too. I don't even blame him for getting the high quality one. And honestly, he better be careful with them shits, bro. You walking around with diamonds.
No fucking way.
Thank God. It's Nendo. Saiki ends up finding that the ball that he threw across the earth was actually from this kid, and apparently this kid got that from his grandpa who passed away. Damn. Yeah, you better go look for that shit. He ends up using one of his powers in order to find where the ball ended up, just to find out that it's in the water. But because of how this power works, he has to give something an equal value in order to get it back. And nah, bro, not the eats, bro. Oh shoot, W Canada. He clutched up regardless. The school day is here and everyone's talking about this fortune telling shit. Pretty much someone saying things to make people feel better about themselves in order to get a profit. And bro, Shawty looks sketchy as hell. And of course, Kaido's eating this shit up. Surprisingly, the old hag actually gives Kaido some decent advice, on top of her giving him a necklace that ended up costing 30,000 yen, bro. And obviously, he buys it because she tells him if he keeps this necklace with him, he's gonna be able to make as much friends as possible. But you know how Saiki is, bro. He had to spin back for bro. Come on, he knows this shit's fake. And obviously, he kind of felt bad too because it seems like Kaido just wants to be friends with him and the others. Later on, we see that Nendo ended up taking Kaido and Saiki in order to get some ramen. But then out of nowhere, Terahashi ends up pulling up. And bro, why did Nendo already switch up, bro? Kaido, you too? And of course, she ends up going to them to this ramen shop. But I don't even want to call this a ramen shop, bro. What type of back alley shop is this? But of course, Terahashi is not backing out of the challenge because she still wants to keep her perfect image intact. Even looking at the worker, bro, this food cannot hit him, bro. What the fuck is this? And man, why are we seeing this guy again, bro? He's already on some freak shit. And of course, the whole school is tired of his guardian spirit shit, bro. They're on to the next trend. Later on, he ends up trying to help this girl find her clothes because it seems like someone stole it. And for once, he's actually trying to do the right thing, just to find out that the dude who took his clothes jumped out the window, making it seem like he stole her clothes. And wait, bro lost his powers? Oh, never mind. Now you're telling me if bro has a headache, he ends up seeing the future. Saiki is really out here moving like Reinhardt, bro. It looks like this whole explosion when it had started off with this tiny rock, with this girl slipping on that rock, in which it hits the oil driver, and then it leads him to crash into the gas station with oil spilling, and yeah, this creep. But then the moment he fixed that, he then got another vision, and yeah, we already know how this is gonna start. Yep, cooked. He still came in clutch though. Christmas is finally here, just for Saiki to come home to find out that Nendo got invited and that his dad's pretending to be Santa. Yeah, let's not make that face. Because Nendo said that his dad passed away, Saiki's dad and mom ended up feeling bad for bro. So they wanted to do a little surprise for him, just for him to come back, still dressed as Santa, but of course Nendo didn't even realize. Then for New Year's, they ended up going to this shrine, and of course, Saiki isn't really feeling this whole thing that much, even hearing his dad praying to him so he can get mad money. Like, bro, what is up with his dad? And bro, why is Kaido's scarf dragging on the floor, bro? Just seeing that is pissing me off, bro. Fix it! And I know damn well he wasn't gonna call himself Jet Black right in front of Saiki's parents, bro.
Yeah, my name is Kaido, but you can call me Jet Black.
You a grown-ass man wanted me to call you Jet Black.
Now Hido's here, and yeah, go ahead and make your wish, bro. And now Nendo? And wait, why is everyone's wish coming true but not Saiki's? I'm starting to feel bad for bro. Even Tadahashi is here with Saiki's dad in disbelief that Saiki's actually talking to a girl.
Damn.
His dad's out here thinking that he's a loser. They end up inviting all of Saiki's friends back to the crib just for some eats. And wait, what did she just say?
Mike, who's always had a really hard time making friends, what with him being a psychic and all.
Well, at least it's finally quiet.
You may have just said too much.
Even when they left, it was still awkward when they found out that Saiki might be a psychic. But then Saiki had to make sure that
None of them remember that night.
he ends up changing each one of their memories of the encounterment, and now the next morning is here and they all forgot about the mom mentioning the word psychic. But sadly, there's a downside when it comes to this power. Because the memory got wiped out of their minds, it has to be replaced with some other nonsense that Saiki has no control over. And yeah, Brody really waited 6 hours just to get that small ass toy, just for the gym teacher to break it within seconds. And you still gonna treat it like a bitch? Bro, do something, bro. We about to box for that shit. And also, what are these students even bringing to the school, bro? Even shawarma? Wait, I'm not gonna lie, that shit good as hell, twin. Yo, slime me some, gang. But sadly, Brody ends up taking all of those things from the students, and of course, they hate bro's guts, bro. They want him dead. Even fast forward a bit, they're still complaining that the teacher even took their shit in the first place, so now they're thinking of a way to get their revenge. They end up following him, putting a love letter inside of his locker. You're telling me out of all the things you could have done for a prank, you want to give him a love letter? Who thinks of this, bro? You're telling me you spent 2 hours for that shit? It looks like the teacher actually waited all day just to tell the student that teachers and students cannot date in the first place and that this is not allowed. And honestly, it just looked like he wanted to be respectful for the students' feelings. Also, Saiki pointing out these bozos watching off on the side, making sure that the gym teacher also saw them too. But surprisingly, he wasn't actually messing with the toys. He was actually trying to fix the toy that he broke, and he eventually gives it back to them. Damn, he a real one, I'm not gonna lie. And now they're crushing over girl Saiki. Yikes. It looks like Valentine's Day is finally here, with Toriska trying to find a way to get chocolates from girls. That's why he's talking to all these girls in the first place. And surprisingly, well, actually not even surprisingly, he ended up with 0 chocolates. And I'm not gonna lie, that boy Hido was getting mad chocolates from everyone, bro. But sadly, it was just gratitude chocolates. But eventually, he ends up getting love chocolates from this one dude. Why he walking like that? Saiki then gets into the classroom just to see that Kaido actually got some chocolate too, thinking that dark reunion's behind this. Bro, what do you got going on, bro? Just to find out that Tadahashi actually gave someone in the classroom chocolates, but it wasn't Kaido. Nendo ended up pranking his ass. I'm not even gonna lie, that shit was funny as hell too. And wait, oh nah, it seems like Tadahashi was actually trying to give Saiki chocolates, but she's a little bit scared that if she gives Saiki chocolates, the whole school might put a whole target on his back. She ends up throwing them out the window just for bro to take them regardless. Free eats, of course. And honestly, this guy Nendo is never home. Oh wait, never mind, that's his dad. And honestly, I don't even blame Saiki getting scared from bro. Look at his face. Him and Nendo are twins, bro. Even with Saiki teleporting to a whole deserted island just for Nendo's father to easily catch up. So you know bro how to go all out to get rid of him. He ends up giving him the spirit bomb treatment, completely erasing the island just for Brody to still be alive. He ends up going to seek this dude in order to get rid of this goddamn ghost, just to find out. Yeah, let's move on from that. Saiki just wants Toriska to get rid of him because that's his guardian spirit, but of course he doesn't know how to actually get rid of him. So to actually get rid of him, Saiki ends up separating from his body in order to become a spirit, in which he made quick work off of Nendo's dad. And oh nah, later on we find out that Saiki's mom keeps falling for these scams just to get all of these useless items, even finding out that she almost spent a million yen off of all these Temu items, bro. And now they need to find a way to get their money back and to return all these items. At first, Saiki was just gonna leave it up to his dad to fix this whole situation, just for him to get a vision of his dad falling for the same scam. So obviously now he has to do it.
Hello again, ma'am. So lovely to see you again. Our company thanks you.
Please just leave us alone.
Wait, hold on, ma'am. Did your husband get upset because of all the work stress? See, that's very common for most household men. They get really tired because of work, and they really want to just relax as soon as they get back home. You know what he needs? He needs this exact item right here.
Give me everything you have. How did she fall for this? Saiki ends up using forced telepathy, in which his mom finally figures out that this guy is just playing her for a dummy, bro. These water bottles aren't even good, bro. They're just tap water, and that completely pisses her off. GG's, bro. But weirdly enough, Saiki ends up finding a ring in the box, and for some reason, it actually stops his telepathy, in which it's actually a good thing because now he's not hearing all this noise 24/7 as soon as he gets up in bed. So to treat himself, he ends up going to the movies just to see this bozo bump into him, losing all the food that he just bought. But despite that, everything was going well just to see that he sat right next to Tadahashi, bro. How small is this city? But because he has the ring on, she's just Nendo L. And oh shit, she's with him? The hell they got going on? Oh wait, that's the guy from the movies? Day's already ruined. We find out that the boy that was actually with Tadahashi was actually her brother, just to find out that that same boy ended up pulling up to Saiki's house to quote-unquote smooth things out to Saiki. And yeah, already this guy's a dickhead. We learn a little bit about bro, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he likes his sister a little too much, bruh. Even to the point where he's saying he's gonna marry her. What are you talking about? To get this creep out of his house, Saiki ends up using forced telepathy on Tadahashi, in which she ends up charging straight to Saiki's house to get rid of this creep. The next day is here, and we find out that Saiki's using his powers to cheat on the exam, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll do the same shit. But of course, he really doesn't need his powers for an exam like this. The only reason why he's doing it is just so he can get an average score. And bro, it just amazes me. Saiki is so smart up until the point where he has to pick the wrong answers in order to not stand out. Day 2 of the exam is here just to find out that Nendo's dad is actually helping Nendo pass the test, just for Nendo to actually get a higher score than Saiki and Kaido. I know that shit hurt. And oh wait, this guy's homeless too now? We end up finding what happened to bro, and according to him, the other homeless dude who was assistant ended up getting caught in an accident, which leaves him with no one that he can do his magic tricks on. Even his mom didn't make the cut. Regardless, Saiki ends up helping him, in which his trick is supposed to move Saiki from one box to the next. And of course, the latch didn't even open up. And what?
Nendo, what are you doing here?
She's here. You came back. You came back for me. Minori.
Huh?
Hey, whoa, Nendo's mom! Hey, but honestly, you guys cannot even blame me, bro. Look at this, bro. Even Saiki's in disbelief. The next trick that he's actually doing on Saiki is pretty much gonna chop him up into these boxes. And wait, dog.
I want to be your magician helper and get inside the box. Try to cut me up with whatever. I'll be fine.
Why is Nendo always doing some BS, bro? Now he wants to participate for this shit? Obviously, this guy didn't feel comfortable with Nendo being inside that box, so he ends up stopping the trick, in which he did the right thing, just to find out that everyone that was there did not take that shit lightly, bro. They tore that place down. We end up going to this place called Cafe Mimi, and of course, the only reason why Saiki's going to this place in the first place is just so he can get that good-ass coffee jelly, bro. I don't blame him. But then again, we meet this girl that's from Saiki's school, and we find out that this girl is super poor, which is why she's out here working 20 jobs like that one dude from Amazing World of Gumball. She ends up telling Saiki to not tell anyone in the school that she works this job, just to find out that the gym teacher walked in as soon as Saiki walked out. But because Saiki's a W man, he ends up using his powers to make it that PK Academy students are allowed to have jobs. Bro really rewrote a whole established rule just like that. He's way too OP. The students end up doing this My Hero Academia pacer test with Haido already gassing himself up, just for Nendo to throw way further than him with the BS that he's doing right now. They end up doing grip strength and side steps, and of course that boy Kaido cannot do shit if his life depended on it, bro. He's barely athletic. They end up doing the stretching test, and of course Nendo couldn't even take this shit seriously, just to find out that he was in a competition with Haido from the very beginning. And bro, why is Saiki always flexing, bro? We get it. Later on, we see Saiki walking back home just to see this pussy ass cat still here once again. We end up finding out that this cat actually likes this other cat, so to get rid of him, Saiki ends up transforming into this white cat to do matchmake for them. And bro, he already fucked up the plan, bro. It hasn't even been more than a second. And oh nah, damn Saiki, what are you doing? And and now it looks like the cat fell in love with Saiki. Damn. Later on, Saiki ends up playing this shitty ass game because all the popular games that he plays always get spoiled for him, so he has to play this BS. As soon as it starts, he can't even skip this long ass tutorial, but I guess it's fine. But then already he dies. Finally, he makes it past the tutorial, and low-key, the storyline for the game wasn't bad. And wait, all because bro didn't want to shake his hand? Man, fuck that guy Tom. Okay, it finally looks like he's progressing more in the story, so now all he has to do is attack these NPCs. And bro, why is Tom barely doing damage if he was able to one-shot bro for not shaking his hand? Bro, why is Tom flexing? Yo, Tom's pissing me off, I'm not gonna lie. But finally, despite all that BS, he finally did it. Never mind.
Excel.
School finishes and we end up meeting Kaido and his mom, in which he invites them into his mansion. Damn, this guy rich. And off rip, she asks him what college they plan on going to, and of course these two do not give a fuck about college right now. Even Nendo getting confused about the word college. Yo, this guy. And it's kind of clear that Kaido's mom is not fucking with them at all. So to prove her wrong, Saiki ends up finishing each and every single one of the books that she laid up on that table, and already she's obsessed with them. But also Nendo, yeah, we know you didn't do shit, but you still the guy though. And then we see Tariska trying to rizz up some girl from the school, even unlocking a new skill called spirit summoning, in which it allows a dead person to possess his body. Bro's really using all these dead people to pull this girl, in which he literally can't pull for himself even if his life depended on it. And still, he somehow ruined the moment. But hey, that's all I got for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if new, and maybe, just maybe, we'll do a part 2 as soon as possible. But yeah, Lego.
Bye, have a beautiful time.